Here we are in the fading light of a beautiful autumn evening in Sydney. There was some sort of threat of thunderstorms, but they seem to have abated. So this is the last bourbon for the week. This is the Old Virginia 12 years, aged 12-year-old. Comes in quite an interesting box, looks quite nice, opens up. I've got the 6-year-old here. The box doesn't stop the whiskey falling out, so if you do buy it in the box, just be cautious that it doesn't actually just fall out. Quite an interesting bottle, different to the 12-year-old. 12-year-old just had a standard sort of twist cap. This looks to have something a little bit more interesting. We shall see in a moment what that is. Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, aged 12 years. And I'm going to need to use some firelight here. I think it's 40% alcohol, but I can't quite actually make it out off the bottle. Maybe 43%, I think it is. Old Virginia Premium Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, rich and smooth, matured over 12 years in oak barrels. So for a bourbon, that's actually quite old. I have to say I'm not aware of any other bourbons that are 12 years old. Old Virginia is an authentic Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey crafted with traditional methods and using the finest ingredients. Its long maturing process for at least 12 years in oak casks in the heart of Kentucky enables it to acquire its exceptional smoothness with woody and fruity aromas and a long finish of sweet toffee and honey. Now that, I have to say, I'm expecting that based on the 6-year-old that I had yesterday. Anything else we can see here? Yep, 43% alcohol. It's a bit easier to read on the bottom there. Quite a nice box. And let's have a go at opening this. Okay, so it's a screw top. It's a plastic lid, similar sort of seal to the metal ones that you often see. So you can't really see in the fading light, but similar colour. I don't think it's, probably a little bit darker. I guess with an older whiskey, you'd probably expect that. The nose is quite nice. More caramel and less rye. Maybe more toffee. And a smoother finish. I like that. That's I don't know, the 6-year-old I think had a little bit more complexity to it. This is nice, but and the toffee at the end is certainly much stronger, but the nose has, I think the nose is more complex. Yeah, the nose has got a little bit more of those spices in it, but less spice in the mouth, but probably more toffee and rye flavours and that woodiness coming through. Yeah, no, I think that complexity does come through in the mouth. And then finishing off smoother and definitely a much stronger toffee flavour to it. It definitely comes across as a more mature bourbon. I wouldn't have said a lot more complex, but the flavours I think are a bit deeper and a bit richer. Cheers.